This is Hydrogen Tap. What you're looking at here is the Honda with the completed hose system, bar 1, that's going to be the filter system that I'm working on. After, hopefully tomorrow, I'll be filling it up and running the first few tests with the water system. And then we'll be working on the electrical system. All of this has changed since my first installation on the Honda last year. You can see the bubbler station there. Next to it is the water reservoir, and then last but not least the cell. That's the focus cell. If you want to look back on the focus cell, you can go back a few videos, or you can go to hydrogentap.com and click on YouTube, and it'll show you all the videos in order. That's hydrogentap.com. Of course, you can email me at johnaarons@hydrogentap.com. Always glad to hear from fellow thinkers. It's a better view, and you can see the hose system that's going under the air filter. It's coming around the back, and I'm going to be strapping that to the back panel there. Again, there's the focus cell and the water chamber there, the reservoir and the bubbler. To give you some better views. A new spring that I've added, or strap, it's a spring, I've added, goes to this section, goes around the water bubbler and anchors itself here, the same place that I have anchored the reservoir to. There's your reservoir spring, and that to the back. You see there I have 3 springs. The springs are working really well, and you can see the loop in this hose here. This is a hose that's coming from the focus cell to the water bubbler. You can see how it runs up there to the top of the cell. That other port there is a water input port that will be plugged. And you can see the 2 electrodes, one here, one there. And then the other 2 electrodes you see there are the water sensors. But with the water in this reservoir, I may not even need the water sensors. The other thing you can see is my final arrangement for the air intake here, which I cut down from about 6 feet to this. I did get an interesting email from someone who says he works on cars, and he says I'm making a mistake with that because the air that's coming in from the engine block itself is going to be too hot, or it's going to make the engine inefficient because of the heat. Normally that tube would be running down about here. I will take his word for it, and I'm going to consider making that longer maybe and putting it out somewhere. Industrious neighbor cutting down a stump. See how long that lasts. Great. Finally get a decent day here. Well, okay. Here's my fuse box here, and I'm going to be wiring my own fuse box. So that's going to take care of that along with the battery here. You can see the piece I've tied onto here to keep us from getting a short, because that's the plus side. All these cables I'm going to be retying back up. They're this way only because this was the old installation. I had to cut some of the tie wraps off. So you can see the wrap around here with the tube. And I'm just about ready to go. I do have a lot of space in here, and that's going to be pretty well taken up because I'm going to have a water filter system, but not right now. First I'm going to be loading this to run. So tomorrow, or next video, what I'm going to do is put water in here to test the water system. Make sure everything's okay, and we're almost there. Again, if you want to write me, you can write me at johnaarons@hydrogentap.com. Looking through the car system, the car door, and you can see that red light that's on. It's really pretty bright. I think we've probably stopped a lot of break-ins because of that red light. So I've got some wiring to do, but it will happen this week, and I'm hoping it'll be up and running very, very shortly. I'm getting a lot of interesting mail on that. Even though I've had this system up running last year, I've made a lot of revisions, and I'm going to be making a lot more on the electrical. If you're following me, you'll see that. If that doesn't make any sense, I really can't do any better than that. This system's going to be the one I'm running with. I'm hoping for at least 30% when I'm through. I finish with that famous hydrogen signature on the car, which is really interesting because I really haven't got any people asking about it. It's either because the hydrogen nobody understands, which may very well be it, or that nobody really cares.